Today we're making some super quick and comforting vegan mac and cheese, and just to show you how quick it is, I'm actually going to start a stopwatch just so you can watch the process. And the first thing that we're going to do is turn on our pan to a medium-high heat. I have already boiled the kettle, so we can add a couple minutes onto the timer because I was boiling some water while getting out the ingredients. So we want 600 milliliters, which is about a couple of cups of water. That's all measured out, and stick that in there. And we're going to pop on the lid as well just to speed up the boiling. While the water's starting to get all hot, let's open this up and we're going to start making our cheese mixture. We've got these roasted salted cashew nuts, which are super nice. They're really cheap from Aldi, and the fact that they're roasted actually brings out a much nicer flavor. So I would recommend these, and they happen to be cheaper than the regular whole cashew nuts as well. So we've got about 130 grams, that's the size of the packet, and that is equal to about a cup of the cashews. Now we're also going to stick in some Vita nutritional yeast flakes. This has got added B12 as well, which makes things a bit healthier. And despite this seeming like such an indulgent, unhealthy recipe really, it's actually surprisingly good for you. It's got loads of protein, you've got loads of extra goodness added in, like B12 with the nutritional yeast, so it's actually surprisingly healthy. We're going to add 4 tablespoons of the nutritional yeast, make it nice and cheesy, and alongside that we've got some garlic granules, so we'll just add a little teaspoon of that, and some smoked paprika. So the thing that's great about this is it adds this smoky flavor to it. It also makes the mac and cheese go a little bit more yellowy orange, so it makes it look a bit more cheesy as well. 2 teaspoons of the paprika. Then we're just going to stick in some pepper, probably about a teaspoon or so of this. I often add in more at the end, but this is just to get us started off. And about a teaspoon or so of salt. Now we've got that all in there, we're just going to pop on a lid, and I'm using a NutriBullet, which is great, but you can also use any other high-speed blender or something like that. I think I just said high-speed. You'll notice that it actually starts to get a little bit damp at the end. I'll show you actually. So let's open it up. And yeah, you can see these bits start to get a bit stuck together and damp, but that's all good. What we're going to do is add in a little bit of water, and we've got this, so we're going to add in a 1/3 cup. But I mean, usually if I was cooking, I would just stick it in without measuring it. Pop the lid back on and give it another blitz. Now we've got this lovely, thick, cheesy sauce. Let's give it a little try. That smoky flavor is so nice. The Vita makes it nice and cheesy. Oh, that's excellent. So we're just gonna leave this to the side for now. And right on cue, the water has actually started boiling. So we're gonna stick in our macaroni. We've got about a couple of 100 grams of macaroni here, which is about just under 2 cups of macaroni. And just remembered I forgot to add salt. So just want to add about a teaspoon of salt. There we go. I usually add that before I put in the pasta, but it doesn't really matter too much. Now, as soon as it goes in, you've just got to make sure you give it a good stir, make sure none of it clumps together, and make sure that none of it gets stuck to the bottom of the pan. And we'll just pop the lid back on, keep an eye on it. Now, all we need to do really is wait for that pasta. So I'm just gonna have a quick clear away and we'll check back in a sec. Boom, that stuff's all cleared up. Let's have a quick check on the pasta. Just give it a little stir from time to time, make sure that nothing's sticking too much, and make sure it doesn't overboil. Cool, so it's been about 6 minutes since we put the pasta in. Let's have a little check. Got our teaspoon to test the macaroni. That's good. It's still a bit al dente, maybe about a minute or two off being fully cooked. And that means it's time to add in the rest of our stuff. We've got our cheese, and first we're gonna add in some vegan butter. You want about a couple tablespoons or so of this. I like to add in a load. And this makes it so much more creamy, and it's such a good addition to it. I really would recommend it. And now we're sticking in our cheesy sauce, which has got all the flavor in. And with this meal, we don't actually drain the pasta. That's because we actually want the starchy water to absorb. That creates an extra creamy sauce. Oh yeah, that's looking like some proper good mac and cheese now. So let's add a little bit of lemon juice. Probably, I don't know, a couple squeezes, just depends how much you like. Maybe a couple teaspoons or so. And then we're just gonna mix that through. It's good to add this at the end because that keeps it nice and fresh. A lot of people might not add this, but I think it really elevates the dish, just having that little bit of acidity in it as well. Now we're just gonna have a little taste, and I'm gonna remove it from the heat actually. Turn that down just so that it doesn't cook off too much. Let's have a little taste. It's just incredible how creamy it is. This is where I season it, the last bit, so we're gonna add a load more pepper in there actually. I like the heat that you get from the pepper. Makes it a very warming dish. And we're gonna add in some more salt as well. Oh, this smells incredible. I love the lemon juice smell actually. This makes the whole dish just a little bit more fresh, which is nice. Now let's just serve it up. So we'll stick it right in the middle of the plate. There we go. Beautiful mac and cheese, creamy, vegan, cheesy, and it took 18 minutes. Plus a minute, let's say, to be super generous, the time boiling the kettle and everything, let's say it takes 20 minutes. Let's give it a little taste. Super creamy. The vegan butter definitely adds to that as well. Nice warmth from the pepper, subtle smoky flavor from the smoked paprika. Super cheesy. Oh, this is just such a comforting meal. Super quick to make. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, then please share it with your friends and family, and I will see you in the next recipe. Peace.